Hey y'all, my name is Olive, and I'm so happy to have y'all join us on the farm. My job is to help Farmer Fred with daily chores. Say, would y'all like to help me out here on the farm today?
Yeah!
Hoo-wee! This is gonna be a fine and dandy day. To help out on the farm, you'll need to get dressed. First, you'll need some good boots to protect your feet from all the muck and mud around the farm. Everybody stomp your feet to put on your boots. There you go. Those boots are looking mighty fine. Okay, now you need a big ol' hat to keep your face shaded from the bright, hot sun. Everybody reach up high, grab your hat, and put it on your head. Y'all look as perfect as a peach. Now that you're ready for a day on the farm, get on your feet and let's sing a song.
Clap your hands, stomp your feet, jump around, yeah. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, jump around, yeah. Join us on the farm, head on over to the barn. Our families here together for a country kind of day. There's really nothing to it, and you know that you can do it. You're right on time, won't cost a dime. Hey, let's go. Clap your hands, stomp your feet.
Chicken,
knee slapping, toe tapping,
head nodding,
banjo strumming,
rooster crowing, do-si-do,
pig feeding, garden weeding,
tractor steering,
field clearing,
turning, churning, clapping, snapping, spinning, grinning.
Hey, let's go!
Join us on the farm, head on over to the barn. Our families here together for a country kind of day. There's really nothing to it, and you know that you can do it. You're right on time, won't cost a dime. Hey, let's go! Clap your hands, stomp your feet, jump around, yeah. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, jump around, get down.
Boot kicking,
Funky chicken,
knee slapping, toe tapping,
head nodding,
banjo strumming,
rooster crowing, do-si-do,
pig feeding, garden weeding,
tractor steering,
field clearing,
turning, churning, clapping, snapping, spinning, grinning.
Hey, let's go!
That was so much fun! Go ahead and take a seat right there where you are. Here on the farm, one of my chores is to help take care of the animals. Do you want to meet some of them?
Yeah!
Well, alrighty then. This here is Gertie the goat. Farm friends, what does a goat say? Yes, sirree! And this here is Bucky the bull. He's one of our big old cows. Farm friends, what does a cow say?
Moo!
You know it! And I can't forget about Daisy. She's our donkey that looks after all the animals in the pasture. Farm friends, what does a donkey say?
Hee-haw!
That's right! Looking after all the animals is a big part of helping out on the farm. But another chore I love to do is to help take care of the crops, making sure they grow to be delicious. If you're gonna help out around here, I need to tell you about the 2 farm rules. The first rule is to be kind. Let me hear you say that after me. Be kind.
Be kind!
Good job, farm friends. We can be kind by being quiet so we don't scare any of the animals. Now, the second farm rule is to be safe. Let me hear you say that after me. Be safe.
Be safe!
You got it. You can be safe by keeping your hands close by your sides and by sitting down on the ground so all of our farm friends can see. Now that you know the rules, it's time to get started on our chores. Farmer Fred always writes the chores for us on our chore board. Let's see what he wants us to do today. Chore number 1 says, feed the baby cows. We can do that. Where are the bottles? Here we go. Now we just need something to fill it up with. Baby cows drink milk, right, farm friends?
Yeah!
That's what I thought. Farmer Fred Fred mentioned he had some milk from the house that he was gonna bring down. But I really don't feel like waiting for him. That's gonna take forever. Hey, I could just give the baby cows some of my grape juice. Cause we've gotta get these chores done and I don't wanna have to wait all day for Farmer Fred to bring the milk. Oh, speaking of Farmer Fred, it looks like he's coming this way now. Let's get ready to listen to the exciting things he's gotta say by clicking on our listening ears. Like this.
Click, click.
Good job. Now let's get our special eyes on so we don't miss anything Farmer Fred shows us. Do it with me. Zoop, zoop.
Zoop.
Perfect. Let's all wave and say, howdy, Farmer Fred.
Howdy, Farmer Fred.
Howdy there, farm friends. I'm just giddy that you're all here to help out on the farm. I brought y'all some milk for the baby cows, because they surely don't need any grape juice. It'll hurt their little tummies. You know, we all have to think about things like that before we go and do something that may hurt ourselves, our friends, or our animals. When we think before we act, that's called self-control. God shows us how to have self-control in the Bible, and I have the perfect story to share with you. God has done so many things to help His people. He kept them safe, gave them food to eat, and even made sure they had water to drink. But God also wanted His people to know how to live and how to obey. So He decided to give a few rules to Moses, who was the leader of God's people. Moses left the town and climbed a tall mountain to get these special rules from God. Then he was going to go back to town and tell everyone how to follow God's rules. But while Moses was gone, the people got tired of waiting. They had stuff they wanted to do, and they didn't feel like waiting on Moses to come back. So what did they do? All of God's people gathered up all of their gold and melted it to make a giant cow. Farm friends, what sound does a cow make?
Moo!
That's it. Well, the people started worshiping their big old gold cow instead of worshiping God. They prayed to the cow and sang to the cow and even danced for the cow. This was not good. Let me hear y'all say, "Oh no!"
Oh no!
Oh no is right. The people didn't think before they acted. They didn't have any self-control. When Moses came back from meeting with God, the people got in big old trouble. God gave them 10 rules to follow so that they wouldn't get into trouble like that again. God wants you and me to be following these 10 rules too. When we think about God's rules before we do something, we probably won't get into trouble. We have to think before we act and have self-control. Everybody say this after me. I can show
I can show
self-control.
self-control.
Good job. Now I left the milk for the baby cows in the barn because we don't want those babies getting sick. Y'all get back to your chores and I'll come back to check on you in a little while. So long.
Farmer Fred is right. If I would have given the baby cows some of my grape juice, it would have really hurt their tummies. And then I would feel bad too. From now on, I will think before I act because I can show self-control. Okay, farm friends, while I go get the milk and feed the baby cows, you guys sit tight and cheer on your favorite tractor as they race to the grapevines. Since our next chore is to water the grapevines, I'll meet y'all there. See you in a bit.
Howdy, y'all. Get ready for the tractor race. Pick the color of the tractor you think is fastest. Tractors, start your engines. Fred wins.
That was so fun! The baby cows were so hungry and they loved their milk. And I heard you guys cheering on your favorite tractor. It sounded like you were having lots of fun too. Well, now that the baby cows are fed, our first chore is done. Farm friends, help me check it off the list. Now it's time to water the grapevines. These little plants have been out here in the hot sun all day, and I'm sure they could use a nice cold drink of water. And I have an idea. Let's play a game to see how much we learned on the farm today. I'm gonna ask you a question, and if you get it right, you can help me water one of the grapevines. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. In today's Bible story, did God want his people to throw hay or obey?
Obey.
Yes, God wanted his people to know how to live and how to obey, so he gave them 10 rules to follow. Now everyone hold up your watering cans like this, and then we just tip it. Well, looky there. Let's see if we can get another grapevine to grow. Farm friends, while Moses was getting the rules from God, did people make a gold cow or a gold pig?
A gold cow.
Right again. They got tired of waiting, so they made a golden cow and they started worshiping it. They did not have self-control. And since we got that right, now we can water the next grapevine. Farm friends, hold up your watering cans again. And tip them. Ooh, doggy, look at those big juicy grapes. Alrighty, here's one last question for you. If we have self-control, do we think before we act?
Yeah.
You betcha. When we have self-control, we think before we act. Doing this will help us, our friends, and even our animals from getting hurt. Now we better water the last grapevine. Let's hold up our watering cans one more time and tip them. Ooh-wee! Those grapes are looking delicious. Now we can check that chore right off our list. Farm friends, help me check it off. Looky there, we did it. And I can't wait until Farmer Fred sees these beautiful grapes. He's gonna be so proud. Hey, there's Farmer Fred now. Let's all wave and say, howdy, Farmer Fred.
Howdy, Farmer Fred.
Howdy there, farm friends. Y'all have done real well with your chores today. I'm so proud to see all that's growing out here in the fields and in your hearts. There's a song we sing here on the farm about all the good things God grows in our hearts. Hey kids, why don't y'all stand up and sing it together?
I wanna know, I wanna grow the fruit of the Spirit, the fruit of the Spirit. I wanna know, I wanna grow the fruit of the Spirit, the fruit of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace. Love, joy, peace. Patience, kindness, goodness. Patience, kindness, goodness. Faithfulness. Gentleness, self-control. I wanna know, I wanna grow the fruit of the Spirit, the fruit of the Spirit. I wanna know, I wanna grow the fruit of the Spirit, the fruit of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace. Patience, kindness, goodness. Patience, kindness, goodness. Faithfulness. Faithfulness. Gentleness. Gentleness. Self-control. Self-control. Fruit grows in gardens. Fruit grows on trees. The fruit of the Spirit grows inside of me. Fruit grows in gardens. Fruit grows on trees. The fruit of the Spirit grows inside of me. I wanna know, I wanna grow the fruit of the Spirit, the fruit of the Spirit. I wanna know, I wanna grow the fruit of the Spirit, the fruit of the Spirit.
Well, I'll be. That was so fun. You can all have a seat back down on the ground. Phew. This sure has been a busy day of chores and fun on the farm. Now, before you leave, I want to make sure we can remember what Farmer Fred taught us from the Bible. God wants you and me to have self-control and think before we act. So let me hear you say that after me. I can show
I can show
self-control.
self-control.
Great job, farm friends. I hope you will come back and join me on the farm next week. Bye now.